off Tropicana Field. The top came right off. So thinking of all those folks.
Nick's top just came off too.
Somebody's excited for some trivia.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get right into it. It's Trivia Thursday with Corey Price. He works his butt off for these questions, and we just ruin them. Here we go.
All right, October 10th birthdays. First up, NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Scoots?
Yeah, right up your
should
alley.
be in my wheelhouse. Yeah, I'd have a hard time believing he's 50, but I think he's right on it. So I'm thinking like 48, 49.
I would have thought he was older than that. I would have thought like 55. But I have no idea. I'm not a NASCAR guy. Roush, what are you thinking?
So
He's thinking right at 50. I'm thinking kind of mid-50s. Where are you?
if you think that, so like when his dad died, that was early on in his racing career, right?
2003.
Yeah, in 03.
Man,
So,
I would have guessed that was like 99.
yeah, I was thinking somewhere right around 52. 50 as well.
All right, well, then I will move off mine because I'm going to trust you two on this one. So, Scoots, you set the number and we can kind of go around it. You just want to go cool 50? I'll go 49.
I'll go an even 50.
All right, I'll go 51.
Do oh man, 52 or 49. I go 52.
Scooch, he's 50 today.
Hey!
Scoots.
Good start. Good start.
NASCAR
Off
Scoots.
the jump. Off the jump,
Scoots
Scoots.
has the
Love it.
scoops.
And his button's back. Former NFL quarterback Brett Favre.
Oh, this is you, TJ?
Not really. It really should be. I did
There
not
he
know
is.
he was born today.
He's the leader.
What year did he stop playing?
Gosh, he was so old when he stopped playing. When was that? 2011? 2010?
And he was 40, right?
No, I think he was like 43.
I'm thinking even I get a better frame of reference for college. So he threw that Hail Mary against Louisville, and
The late 80s.
yeah. So, he's gonna be late 50s, right, TJ?
I was thinking 57.
I was thinking like 55, 54. Yeah, I'm thinking 55.
I'm thinking 58.
So 55, 57, and 58?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds dangerous.
Boy.
Sounds
No pressure.
dangerous.
Oh, boy, if it's 56.
TJ, he's 55.
Oh wow! You know what? I'm proud of you boys. Just
2 for 2.
nailed it.
Right
Hey,
off
these
the
are your
jump.
guys, and you got them right.
All right,
off
you
the
got to
jump.
do one specific to Roush. The late Billy Reed.
But what is this horse's birthday?
yeah, Brad Cox.
Oh, no. Former Van Halen lead singer David Lee Roth.
Ooh, former? Yeah, because it was Van Halen, not Van Hagar.
That's right. He left Van Halen a long time ago.
So David Lee Roth would have Van Halen would have been big, like early 80s.
Early mid 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll say he was. Let's just say he was born in 1960. How old does that make him? I'm bad at math. 64. No, 64. 64.
I'm thinking a little older. I'm going 68.
I'll go 61.
Scoots was closest. He is actually 70 today.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh man, he was old
Good guess, Scoots.
Thanks.
when Van Halen got popping.
Yeah. Next, actor Mario Lopez of Saved by the Bell fame.
Man, that guy, he's on some good Hollywood drugs. The dude hadn't aged a second since he was on that show. And it doesn't look like fake
No.
Hollywood either, you know?
Mm-mm.
I bet he eats the weirdest stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
probably so.
Some weird, like, I didn't know you could ingest that.
Think
That
like-
keeps him young.
52?
That's exactly the number I had.
Is that a terrible guess?
No, I like it. I'll go a little older, 54.
I've
I
got
don't
to
want this to be one of those things, though, that he looks like he looks so young, he always has, that we just assume that he's old.
I mean, think of Saved by the Bell. He
No,
was probably, what, like 22, 23 in that?
I think, yeah.
At the very end, if he was 22, that would have been in like 94. So tag on 30 years. Yeah,
52.
52 is a pretty good guess. So what was the guesses again?
52.
And 54.
I got to go 53 then. I'm obligated.
He is 51 today.
Wow.
So close.
So close.
Man.
Are we sure that he wasn't born a year earlier? And he's 52 today.
Ooh.
108.
What year was he born?
Here's the other thing. With Tom.
Yeah. All right, boo.
Last one of the birthdays, country music singer Tanya Tucker. Scoots, is this
Gross.
Don't even know who
No?
that is. Don't know who that is, Scoot.
She's old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
She's like, she was with like John.
gross old women, Scoots?
I can't
No, I meant-
Google her because it'll say her age.
I meant that in terms of like, I have no idea. She was like popular with like Johnny Cash and those guys.
So you weren't complimenting, or you weren't. It wasn't
A diss
an
on her look.
implication on
No,
her.
no.
Okay.
This is more of like trying to.
Figure out her age.
Yeah. It's a lot tougher because she was like George Jones and all that.
I'm gonna say she's entering her Luka Doncic year, 77.
I like that.
That's a good guess. I'm just gonna go clean 80.
I'm just guessing a number. 73.
She's actually only 66 today.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
Apologies to
66.
Tanya Tucker,
Tanya.
Tanya, but yeah, close.
please.
Next up, October 10th events. First, the film Kill Bill Volume 1
Oh,
is released in U.S. theaters.
that was big news yesterday. Did you see that, TJ?
No.
Caleb Wilson. I think it's Caleb Wilson.
What does it have to do with Kill Bill?
He changed his Instagram profile to Uma Thurman of Kill Bill. It was like,
Oh.
well, what does it mean? What time was he born? You know, like
Yeah.
the people were
What does that mean?
asking. Kill Bill came out in 1997. That's the correct answer.
All right, we won't guess.
96.
98.
2003.
What?
Damn it!
You were so close,
We
right?
could have talked
So
through it.
close.
I could have sworn. I can remember seeing the parentheses on the side. 1997.
That was a little
Well,
early.
that sign was fake news.
That's on us, TJ, for falling for that.
Why are you so confident?
I was very confident. I was very
Back when
confident.
we used to do weekly trivia, we would have a buddy that would be so confident on answers that you'd just be like, all right, well, he knows it. And he'd go up and just get it wrong. And we'd be like, you were so right. You thought you had it. And he'd be like, yeah, I was just wrong. He had like no remorse for not getting it right.
Yeah. This one.
You know, you don't have a lot of remorse
You know
here.
what? I should though, because if we list his catalog of movies, I bet Usual Suspects came out in like 95, 96. So I probably jumped the gun there, but I could have sworn I remember seeing the 1997 next to
Listeners and kids all over listening. That just goes to show what confidence can fool.
Oh,
That's right.
dude.
You walk into a place like you own it, you give a trivia answer like there's no doubt, and even if you're 6 years off, you just kind of smile through it.
Especially if you're a young college guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing I was like, how is this guy with those women? It's like, oh, it just confidence
Yeah,
makes up for a lot of things.
absolutely. What do we got next, Corey
Look
Price?
at Diego Pavia.
Oh, we
Yep.
got to talk about him.
The U.S. Congress approves a $1 coin to honor Susan B. Anthony.
Scoots, if you would.
Oh, 1951.
It's not a bad guess.
Here's the thing, too, TJ. I feel like when we would watch Nickelodeon as a kid, they would have infomercials for the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Yeah. You know?
Yeah,
So,
it's true. Very true.
But I think it was like
Was that after or before the Buffalo Nickel?
after the Buffalo Nickel, but before the Sacagawea gold dollar.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't know when Susan B. Anthony died. I know she was alive in the late 19th century, but did she die in the 30s? Did she die in the 20s? Did she die in the 19-teens?
I would think that she would make
Did
it
she even
around
make it
that
to the
event,
20th
but-
century?
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
so. I think so.
I know she was prominent in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about that.
I actually
So,
like Scoots.
I don't hate
guess.
Scoots'
That's actually
answer
kind of great.
either.
Great.
Um,
It feels like a post World War. We got to do something, Congress here.
but the reason why I want to know when she died, what time did she die, is was it a 100-year thing? Was it a 50-year thing? Was it a 75-year thing? Because it's probably they're not just gonna be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
been 23 years since Susan B. Anthony passed.
If I looked it up, can I tell you what year she died?
No. I feel like
no
that's
cheating,
a
Scoots.
little bit.
No
Scoots.
cheating.
Well, I'll do. Scoots feels like it's the 25th anniversary. I'll do a 50th.
I'll do 100th and just say
100th.
100th.
1976. That was when the women's movement was popular again. So I'm gonna say
And the
1976.
bicentennial
Yep,
was 76.
it's true.
I'll say 2000. They said the century's turning. Well, actually, that was in 2001. But we need a new coin for it. And who better than Susan B. Anthony? So we got 51, 76, and 2000.
Roush was closest, 1978.
Oh, well, we would have just
Pretty
piggybacked
close,
off
78.
Roush's and done the 3-year thing.
72-year anniversary of her death.
So it wasn't a special. There
It
was
was
just like
the
a
women's 70s movement was happening, and that was a way to
Yeah.
throw the liberals bone.
gotcha.
Congress, like, oh yeah, we'll definitely do something for women, and it's just make a coin instead of anything that would actually help them.
Scoot,
Right on par.
Susan B. Anthony didn't get a gross right off the jump.
Yeah, I think I have a better recollection. I don't know why.
Tanya,
She's dead.
Poor Tanya
Quit
Tucker.
quit calling me out.
Poor Tanya Tucker.
Tanya. The U.S. Naval Academy is established in Annapolis, Maryland. Now, this is a Scooch one, right?
This is a gross one.
This is a great Scoots question.
Yeah.
U.S. Naval Academy, Scoots.
1871.
I mean, that was a great Scoots
Not
question.
horrible, but
So West Point predates. Does that
All of
predate
them.
the American Revolution? That has to, right?
West Point's always been like a popular fort before the American Revolution.
Right,
It
but
was-
like with the
had good river.
did we
locations.
have the did we have the school there though pre-revolution?
You had military activity during the Revolution. Benedict Arnold actually tried to deliver West Point to the British when he was betraying the Americans, and I'm fairly certain unsuccessful in doing that. And then he had to actually get down a boat and flee before nearly getting captured. So yes, it was Army before Navy.
Yes, I would think that we got pretty ticked off because of what was happening with the pirates in Tripoli and the Barbary Coast, and then 1812 happens, and we're like, damn it, we got to have better boats here. We got to have a naval academy.
Yes.
So I would think like 1816.
Yeah, kind of like where you're at on that. And
That's the year Indiana became a state.
it's part of the reason why
No
like
one
the British
cares,
were able
dudes.
to come back is because like the America had no
Didn't have the
defenses
boats.
to do anything about it. So I like where you're at on that. I'll say 1810.
I think Scoots was closest, 1845.
Way to go, Scooch.
Suck it, Gus.
I mean,
Oh.
America had like
We had a navy.
Navy, but it was mostly states just determining what they did with their own boats. And I guess the Naval Academy was the federal, like,
Yeah,
all right, here we
official,
go.
yeah.
We're finally getting this thing together. Later than I would have thought. Good guess, Scoots.
Thanks.
The band Fleetwood Mac is honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
See, this is tough because they're all willy-billy whenever they do these.
Yeah.
And I feel like they would have...
Sometimes they're during their career, sometimes it's after
Mm-hmm.
their career.
Fleetwood Mac, by the way, just great. You
Yeah,
ever
of
hear a
course.
Fleetwood Mac song and be like, oh, gross, turn this off.
No way.
Do you
No
think
Not a
Stevie
chance.
Nicks kind of sounds like a Billy Goat?
I think she's great. Love Stevie Nicks.
You didn't answer the question, though.
I've never really understood comparing a woman's song. Like, it's funny when they did the Taylor Swift video, they cooked it together, but I've never heard that with a woman's voice.
Stevie Nicks definitely kind of sounds like a goat, for sure.
Yeah,
that being
because
said, I
she's
enjoy
the greatest of all time.
I
that's why.
enjoy Fleetwood Mac, and I
There you
enjoy
go.
some Stevie Nicks music,
I
even
would
though
think,
she's a witch.
Mid-90s, I'm going to go 95.
I was thinking 87.
I was thinking 2003.
TJ's closest, 1979, actually.
Whoa!
So they did
wow.
it before,
Fairly
while they
early,
were
yeah.
still,
Yeah.
before they had broken up.
I initially was going to say 83, which also would have been a wrong answer. So got that
Closer.
going for me.
Last of the events, the Beach Boys released the hit song Good Vibrations.
I've had enough good
That is-
vibrations.
that is a great question.
Beep, bop, beep, doop. 83.
It's their best song ever, for what it's worth.
That does not feel like a great guess. But the problem with the Beach Boys, it's a very bad guess. The problem with the Beach Boys
Of all the guesses, that is one of them.
they
Well, I mean,
sound...
how much earlier could it have been?
Oh, a lot earlier. They're
like
very
the
old.
60s?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Beach Boys been around a long time.
I mean, they were ripping Beach Boys on Full House all the time, so I just figured it'd be a little closer
Because
to the
the
90s.
Beach Boys are timeless, TJ. That's why.
Well, obviously not to me.
but I would think that it would be like a... The Beatles broke up in 68.
70, but close.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I would think it would be around then. Beach Boys would probably... I'm going to go 68.
Just because it's a Corey Price question. 69.
Rouse's closest, 1966. 66.
I was a little off.
We could have pieced that together. If they broke up in 70, they wouldn't have had good vibrations.
Beatles
in
broke up
69.
in
Beatles broke up in
70.
70, Scoots.
But I was just thinking, like, contemporarily, they were coming around right around the same time.
So we're playing Vandy this week. So I've got a little mixed bag of questions about Vanderbilt, Nashville, Commodores, just, a whole random plethora of questions. First up, what current TV broadcast journalist is a direct descendant of Cornelius Vanderbilt?
know this one, TJ? He's your favorite.
He's my favorite. I don't even know who my favorite is.
Yeah, I was saying that sarcastically.
Oh, I don't like this person?
Probably not.
I don't know.
He's on CNN and CBS.
Scott Jennings? I don't know. Who?
Scoots, any question? Any thought here?
Any question?
Anderson Cooper. He's a Vanderbilt. His mother's a Vanderbilt.
Roush is correct. It is Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, I think.
Did not know he was a Vanderbilt.
I think he would have been his
I think his
mother. He'd have been a great grandfather.
great grandfather was Cornelius Vanderbilt, I think.
But when the Vanderbilts when they sold off their stuff, she was around. She was around when they still had all their stuff.
I think he is doing. No, I don't think. I know. He got drilled in the face by debris doing hurricane coverage.
Oh.
Why is he down there? Like, why does he need to be on the scene?
I said that earlier off air. Like,
were you talking about Anderson Cooper?
Oh, I mentioned Lester Holt. Like, do we need the lead anchors in the middle of the hurricane? Just send the weather people. Like, that's their job. I don't need Lester and Anderson down there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got hit pretty hard. I think he's okay. But
Send Brick Tamlin to do the weather. To the nearest mile, what is the straight line distance from this radio station studio to First Bank Stadium in Nashville? And yes, I know the game's in Lexington, but
the game's in Lexington, Corey.
That's correct. But I'm just just a question.
151, Corey.
It does feel like the road isn't going to be that much different than the actual straight line, too.
Agreed.
Man, that's a good. That feels like a pretty good guess, Scooter Dingus.
Thank you.
It's like 151.
It's not Scooter, it's Scooper Dingus now.
It's Scooper Dingus. Pooper Scooper Dingus.
I'll say 145.
Yeah, 151.
You said the same as me.
Yeah, he's the same thing as Scooter.
I thought you said 180.
No,
He said
151.
Oh, I'll go 150. I liked it. I actually think it could be a little bit less than that.
Yeah, so I'm 140.
Actually, Scoots is close. 157.
Oh,
man,
Count
all
it, Scoot.
over
Come on,
it.
6 miles. Come on, count it.
All right.
all within.
There you go.
All within 12. Pretty solid.
Look at us.
It's just like Louisville to Nashville, though, with the drive we made a bunch. But
Yeah.
all the same. Way to go, Scoots.
Thanks.
How many episodes of the show Nashville aired on TV?
Dude, that's a great question.
Never saw it.
Yeah, that was very popular when we were in college. And you would think that they had a lot of 22 episode seasons, and then they moved to CMT. Shout out Connie Britton. I'm gonna say 96. It's probably more though. Now that I say that out loud.
110.
Let's say 71.
It's probably It's probably,
Scoots is closest again. 124.
Jeez, that's a lot of episodes.
That is.
In what year was the Commodore's big hit Brick House released?
Oh, she's a brick house.
She's
mighty, mighty.
You have if somebody says she's a brick, you just wait and then you got to say house.
That
Yeah.
song is the 70s. If you all tell me it's not 70s,
I'm
Corey's
gonna
like,
be-
oh, what a terrible, dumb guess, you stupid idiot.
I'm with you. I would be very
I
upset if
would
it was
never
like the
call
70s.
you an idiot, TJ.
I'm gonna guess 73.
I was thinking like 78.
77.
Scoots, 77. What is up with Scoots today?
I'm on it.
Time to buy a lottery ticket today.
$5 lottery
Performance enhancing drugs this morning for Scoots?
Stopped at the Thorntons.
You did. So Vanderbilt is one of 3 Division I schools that are both private and start with the letter V. Can you name the other 2?
Villanova.
There you
Villanova.
That's one. Yep, one more.
go. Trying to. We don't have any in the Ivy League.
Vale.
Don't.
Or
that's-
Harvard.
That's D1.
Dartmouth.
Valparaiso.
Yeah, it's got
The Crusaders. The Crusaders have to be a private school.
He said, the question was just D1?
D1
Yeah.
private V.
Yeah, it's got to be Valpo.
I think it would have to be Valpo.
It's Valpo and Nova.
Good job.
You guys are making my questions look dumb. Man,
Send you to Vale.
that's right. As of today, what is the current combined age of these Vanderbilt alumni? Jay Cutler, Scottie Pippen Jr., and David Price.
Okay, good question. Scottie Pippen Jr. is what, like probably 24?
Yeah.
Oh, Scottie Pippen Jr. Good catch.
Well, Senior didn't go to Vandy.
You're right.
Scoots, so.
You're right.
Jay Cutler probably like 48, 47.
If we do 46, it gives us an even number with those two. It'd give us a 70.
All right,
and then
wait.
I don't know who the last
David Price.
He played baseball.
Right for that was like mid 2000s,
He
right?
played for the
He was
Rays, I
everybody.
believe. Yeah.
He got around eventually.
132, Corey.
He's probably
That's a
about
good-
45 too. So I'm thinking like 105.
I'm thinking 120. I'm thinking he's closer to 50.
All right, Scoots, what'd you say?
132.
132.
Yeah.
Much higher than I was at.
TJ so close. 103. So the breakdown: Scottie Pippen Jr. 23.
Okay, you're off on that one.
David Price 39.
Ooh, I was.
He's
like
that
7
young?
years off on
I
that
thought he
one.
was 50.
He's
Yeah.
in fact he was born the day after me.
Oh,
And then Jay Cutler 41.
41. Okay. Well, we were close. I was close.
When was the last time that Kentucky defeated a Vanderbilt team that finished the season with a winning record in football, of course?
Ooh, Derek Mason. I don't know if he ever got one.
I'll take never, Corey.
What are you
Come on,
talking about? They
Scoots.
won 9 games in 2012.
Vandy did?
Yeah, they
Wow.
beat the crap out of us to go 9-3, I think. James Franklin. That's how he got the Penn State.
We got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'll just say 2012. But I think Derek Mason had one in like 18.
All right, I'll say 18.
Right, but we didn't beat him in 2012.
Oh, we beat a Vanderbilt team with a winning record?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Mm.
99. That was no, they had a losing record. They were 5-5 then because we beat them. Yeah, I don't know.
2018.
Scoots?
2007.
1974.
Whoa.
Vandy finished that season 7-3-2.
7-3-2. Wow. Way to go,
I've got
Commodores.
3 more questions.
All right, we'll save them.
A tease.
Don't go anywhere. Trivia Thursday rolls along. Do you know Kentucky Vandy football history? Well, find out if you do after this on Kentucky Roll Call.
I'll tell you one thing, it's not the kind of love that will turn and run. This one is steady.
Over? You say over? I ain't heard no fat lady.
Welcome back for hour 2 of Kentucky Roll Call
Nothing is over until we decide it is.
with Walker and Roush.
We're just getting started, bro.
Welcome back. Hour number 2, Kentucky Roll Call here on Big X Sports Radio. Before I head to Boo at the Zoo tonight, meeting with some friends and their kids, it's going to be a blast. We're getting salsaritas.
Oh man,
It's going to be delicious.
What a dad, MVP.
The St. Matthews location, I think, is the one we're going to be picking up from. But there's Middletown as well, and they're out in Shepherdsville and Bullitt County. It's perfect. We're just going to get a mess of delicious, fresh Mexican food, seasoned chicken, the awesome steak. Their steak is so good. And fresh veggies, salsa, wildly addictive chips, and make what you want. Some kids will probably make some nachos. I may make myself a little burrito with some of their soft shell tortillas that they give out. I can't wait. It's delicious. You can do the same. Download that Salsaritas app. You can even order it, so it's waiting for you at the store. And even if you don't need to order it beforehand, you're going there for lunch today, or you're going there for dinner tonight, you're not in a rush, download that app and they'll scan it when you check out. You'll get points, and before you know it, you're getting free chips and queso, free entrees, all sorts of good stuff. I love Salsaritas because everybody can go there. They cook it right in front of you. There's no what's going on back there. It's fresh. It's delicious. People can get different things. You can share. It's amazing at Salsaritas. Check them out today, and you won't be hungry anymore. Salsaritas, the fresh Mexican grill. We got 3 more Trivia Thursday questions. Corey Price, take it away.
What is Kentucky's largest comeback against Vanderbilt in school history? You can give me the what they were trailing by or the year. Or both.
Oh, okay.
Either one.
I'm actually going to think that it's not large at all.
That's what she said.
I'm going to say 13 points.
When do we think do we have a game in mind where Kentucky came back from Vanderbilt?
No.
I feel like I'm part of SAC, the Student Activities Council at UK my freshman year, which was the most corrupt organization. You think it was run by Democrats, but
Hey,
just kidding, everybody. Chill out. Say the same thing about the other side. But we took a bus trip down to Vandy, and I swear I think in that game UK got down. That would have been 09. Maybe I'm wrong about that. UK did win. It was just a really, really boring, ugly game. I don't know. I'll just say 09, but I don't really know. Now I'll say
I would think it would be like a.
I'll
longer
say
time ago or
16
something.
points, and I'll say 09.
Any guesses, Scoops?
I'll go with 17 points. And 2003.
Great.
Oh, so Roush got it on the nail on the points.
So we get it. I mean, at
They
that
were
point, we're
down-
playing the song.
They were down 13, and it was 2004, Scoots.
Oh,
2004.
Play the
man.
hits,
Play
guys.
it, play it.
Come try to get me gone.
Jesus.
That was my freshman year, by the way. We were down
Wow.
13-0 in the fourth quarter.
Where was
for,
it at?
Home, Lexington.
Were you there?
I was there.
Were you going bonkers when we came back?
Yes, Glenn Holt caught the game winner, and it won 14-13.
Is it true you took your shirt off all the way to Willie T?
No, not the shirt
That's
off.
what many people were saying.
Mm-hmm. You celebrated with some spicy tenders at the K-Layer.
Picks, or it didn't happen.
Man,
Women's
the triple cheeseburger at K-Layer. Gosh, I miss it.
those were
Miss
the days.
K-Layer so much.
The good K-Layer.
I mean, it's back, right? Just different.
Just not the good. It's,
Right, yeah.
it's not
Have you all been to the new one?
I did.
No, I've not. Oh, you have?
After it wasn't long after it opened. They put like actual fixins on my cheeseburger, and I was like,
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
what is this nonsense?
Did
Yeah,
they have
exactly.
spicy buff chick tins?
What you say? Spicy buff chick tins?
That's what you would say.
I
Buff-
think so.
Buff chick tins.
I really appreciated the giant pumps in the back because it's like the
What?
the condiments.
Oh,
were-
yeah, but they had those everywhere on
No,
campus.
yeah, but like it just was like here is a bunch of fried stuff, and then just load up with ranch and barbecue and honey mustard and all of the stuff.
Did you all ever
Ketchup.
just after like a football game freshman year go to Commons and just eat your feelings?
We were
Not
big
after
there
a game, though.
Sunday morning. That was like I remember being there after Halloween parties and seeing people
in their costumes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god, that was a rough sight.
I would always go there towards the end of the semester because I had friends that had like swipes left, and they would just like let me use their swipe.
Those were always
I was
great,
like,
too.
Yeah, I'll take it. Why not?
Yeah, our buddy who was like the smallest guy in the fraternity dressed up as Woody for Halloween, and the next day at Commons he was just in his Woody outfit, and people thought it was just like, who's that little kid like walking around Commons in his Woody outfit? He still had like the little plastic pistols on his hip. It was funny stuff. All right, Corey.
Those were the days. When was the last time that UK had a 300-yard passer against Vanderbilt?
Who?
Mark Stoops always just usually has ugly, low-scoring games against Vandy.
What Terry Wilson in 2018? I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Could have been Steven Johnson in 2016.
Yeah, they ran the ball a lot that game.
They did.
They ran it a ton. That was Luckett and I were talking about last night. That was when Benny Snell like took a picture and was like, "Got this done behind my big blue wall." So I would think that you just go back to Heartline. It's like a when in doubt, just go back to Heartline.
I'll say Woodson,
I'll do 2010 for me.
2007.
Scoops?
2004. No.
02, if you're
No,
gonna
they only
guess
put
early
up
2000s.
14 points. Yeah, 2002.
Only put up 14 points. Are you looking at it, Scoots?
No,
So
Court, that was the
Court
last
said-
question.
He
Oh.
literally, I just said, yeah.
Oh, in 2004.
TJ, you got the QB right. Woodson, but it was 2006.
The year before.
but you got the QB right, so play it.
we're playing.
Yeah, play it.
Yeah, when it's a question about 300-yard passers, Andre Woodson's a solid. I mean, there's about three you can just kind of
Gotta
default
go back
to
20 years or
for
so,
the
give or
most
take.
part.
Yeah.
In 06, he threw for 450 yards that game. 450.
That's insane.
Yep.
Cats won.
Yep. It was rainy. It was a mess, but yeah, they won. Last one in feet. How tall is the Batman building in Nashville? The tallest building in the state of Tennessee, and I am counting the antenna.
I love that it's the Batman building.
I mean, it's not
A
called
great
that,
question
but
would be, what is the name of the Batman building? 'Cause I don't.
It's true.
I think there's an AT&T logo on it, maybe. I'm gonna guess.
How many stories do we think it is?
That's what I was.
Because a
wondering.
story's 10 feet.
A story's 10 feet.
Yeah.
That's what I say, and I'm thinking it's like.
I'm always pretty bad at guessing stories. Always guess way too many.
I think it's like around 55, between 55 and 70 stories. So
I was thinking it was like 100 stories, so I probably
But
again
with
was
the-
too high.
with the antenna, that's
10 is probably 4 stories alone.
right. Yeah, that's that's where you got to add to it. So I'm gonna think it's like a 50, 60 story building. Add 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, 890 feet. That might be on the low end.
60 stories. Add 4 stories for.
It should
for the
be.
antenna.
It should be
Your math is-
1,000.
Stories
Yeah.
are 10 feet. Let's
I know,
go.
I went lower.
800 and some feet.
1,010 feet. 1010 on 1010.
740.
Scooch is close to 617 feet.
Yeah.
Did
Rouse,
you
if
count
you
them
did your-
yourself?
I did.
Okay.
Rouse, if
All
you
right.
did your math better, you'd have been cool.
Yeah.
Can't trust all the fake news on the Google. Well, 617 feet.
Tallest building in the volunteer state.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look up the name of the Batman building.
No, that'll ruin it.
No,
All
but
right.
that's a good trivia question.
I've got a question for you.
It's just the
Corey
AT&T
Price.
building.
Yeah. Let's do some dozen.
What do we think the tallest building in Kentucky is?
Aegon.
Hey, well,
Well, what do they call it?
yeah, I don't know what's called Aeon now, but the one with the
400
dome.
West Market.
yeah, the
So they're just calling that because Nashville calls it 333 Commerce.
You know, I've never been in that building.
Me neither.
Like
I
maybe
haven't.
I've been in the lobby, just like maybe, and I don't remember if I have, but I definitely have never been up top.
Where?
What is the Aegon building?
It's got the dome type.
Oh,
What does the
yeah.
dome look like if you're up there? For anybody that's been,
I bet it's pretty cool.
I've been in the old National building all the way at the top, which is pretty close.
Is that,
PNC Plaza is the third tallest building. That's embarrassing. PNC Tower is the second building.
I guess with
naming rights like stadiums? They
I
changed.
would assume Fifth Third is the tallest in Lexington.
yeah.
Well-
yeah.
Fifth Third building.
All right, outside of Louisville and Lexington, tallest building. Do you
Ooh.
think you have to go to?
Boy,
It was demolished in 2020. Capitol Plaza Tower in Frankfurt. But what about one that's still standing?
Kerwin Blanding also got
I was
demolished.
about to say that might have been the tallest.
Those were 22 and 23. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
So when people were living in those, I
There's
mean,
not a whole
again, a
lot.
lot of those buildings weren't built before there. So when like people in the 70s were living in the Blanding Kerwin Towers,
Probably the tallest building.
some of the
top
tallest
5.
buildings in the
Yeah.
state, that is nuts to think about.
Yeah.
All right, to get outside of Louisville and Lexington,
It would be like
you've got to go
Bowling
to
Green.
Covington's River Center 1.
Wow.
Is that the one that has the hotel? It's in a circle.
You know, I don't
That's a
know.
pretty cool little building.
It is a cool little building.
Yeah.
No, that's not that one.
Oh, okay.
It's just a big building.
Just a big one.
It's just a big old building. All right, here's some dozen trivia for Corey
Yeah.
Price. After totaling only 13 rushing touchdowns in his first 5 seasons, this Lion running back led the NFL with 17 touchdowns in 2022 before joining New Orleans. I knew this one. No big deal.
Same.
22. Well, because he played
Oh.
on your team's.
Yeah, he also played for your team, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh man, it's not Jones.
Him and Aaron Jones shared the backfield.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Jamal with 3 A's. Jamal Williams.
That is. It's Jamal with 3 A's. All right.
I mean, I did.
Somebody did though, Corey.
That's true. That's true.
Eric Brines had a career year with 21 home runs and 50 stolen bases for this NL team in 2007, and they helped them sweep the Cubs in the 2007 NLDS.
Who?
Eric Brine?
Eric Bryan.
Am I pronouncing it
Never heard of
wrong?
him. How's he spell his last name?
Brynes.
Never heard of him.
Let's
Who swept the Cubs in 07?
go.
I would have gotten this wrong.
Rockies.
Rockies went to the World Series in 07, but it's the Diamondbacks. So I guess the
those
Rockies beat the
D-backs.
Diamondbacks
Don't do
in
that.
07. Good guess, though, Corey Price. Brian Elliott and Jaroslav Halak shared the Jennings Trophy as they allowed only 165 goals for this Western Conference team in 2011 and 2012. A little hockey question for you.
Colorado Avalanche.
Just guess a Western Conference team.
San Jose Sharks.
Who were the goalies?
It was Jaroslav Halak and Brian Elliott.
Red Wing. No, Blackhawks.
St. Louis Blues.
So close.
Okay. Bogota is the capital of what South American
Bogota.
country?
Bogota, and it's Colombia.
When the devil comes trying to get me, gonna praise the Lord.
I just put in an answer just so, because, like, you know, you have to guess the answer.
Yeah.
So I just did it during the break so I'd have all the answers. The one I said was Afghanistan. It was not right.
Not South
Not
America.
the right continent. Of course.
I just was putting it in real quick just so I'd get the answer.
She said
Celebrating 25th anniversary of SpongeBob SquarePants, what major fast food chain
Wendy's.
is? Yes, it is.
so Krabby Patty.
Looking forward to trying it out. Still remember where I was when I watched the debut of SpongeBob. It was at my uncle's
Horrible.
house.
I never watched SpongeBob.
Horrible
That was
show.
after my
We,
kid years.
my friend group, we absolutely loved SpongeBob when it was out. Krabby Patty. Let's do the television. With Hilary Duff in a lead role, Hulu launched this comedy in 2022 that was a spinoff of a popular 2000s 2010 CBS sitcom.
Scoots?
Don't know that one.
It's How I Met Your Father.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
wow. Okay. Good job.
Again, the auto-populated answer that I just put in, I didn't put it in. I just auto-populated and hit enter, was 9/11 conspiracies, fact or fiction.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
Malin Ackerman? Is that a person?
Sure.
Billy Crudup and Jackie Earl Haley starred in this 2009 superhero film directed by Zack Snyder.
Would be Superman.
Kick-Ass?
Malin Ackerman, Billy Crudup. I mean, these aren't. That's not. Crudup is somebody's last name? That's unfortunate.
I would say Kick-Ass, maybe?
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then last and certainly not least, the music question. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky, and I'll make a wish. I'll take a chance. Are lyrics from what 2004 Kelly Clarkson song?
Breakaway?
Yeah! You want to sing it for us, Scoots?
I don't think I'm familiar.
I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly.
Oh,
I'll
that
do
one.
what
Okay.
it takes till I touch the sky.
Yeah,
I don't really know how it goes from there. I'll make a wish, take a chance.
Make a change.
Break away.
Jesus. Oh, that's not the same song.
All right, Corey Price, thank you so much for your time
Thank
and
you
your
guys.
trivia. Have a great Thursday.
Woo, we did it.
We'll see you next Trivia Thursday.
That's right.
And God bless.
We'll see